All right, so here's the final project, and I can't wait to start crafting on my new bed/desk. I show you step by step how I built it, what tools I use, everything. So I know it's a long video, so please put up with it, but it's very detailed and complete. And as usual, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Ma Terry here, and I am in my stealth camper. My stealth camper's name is Fort Sparkles, and what it is I created that wonderful bed that I love lying on, but I don't need the bed during the day. I would like a desk or some area to prep my food before I cook it and everything. So I'm going to show you how I convert my bed into a desk for day use, of course. And it's so simple, and it's not going to cost me anything. Hardly anything. Let's get into it. All right, so this is my bed set up, and as you can see, I'm still working on my van. Not sure about the cabinets or anything, not sure about the refrigerator. This is working for me. Yesterday what I did was, this is just a block of wood that I duct taped down, and basically it just holds stuff back there. I can get stuff back there. Like there's my Hot Logic Mini, and there's my other Hot Logic Mini, and that I found over at the Dollar Tree, and it's just something to put snacks in at night. But my bed setup is quite simple. There's my sleeping bag. I have a pillow. I have 2 of these rubber mats. There is my 1/4-inch plywood, and basically I painted it with gesso and duct taped it real good. It's fine for me. I weigh 118 pounds, but we're going to convert this into a day-use desk. So I'm going to take it all apart. Now here's a closer look at the wood. It's a 1/4-inch, and basically I just slatted it with really thick duct tape. They have thick duct tape or Gorilla Tape, and they have thinner stuff, so that's all it is. And a lot of people wanted to look more at my crates. These are Sterilites. Okay, see, I'm bending it. So are they 100% sturdy? Nope, they're not like the nice milk crates that Kate has. And let's see if we can find a sticker on them. Of course, it's going to be at the last place. There's the storage crate, the SKU. That one was done at Target. I'm going to see if I can find the Walmart one. All right, apparently I'm wrong. Yes, I'm wrong. I got all the crates over at Target, and they come in either black or white. All right, so this is what it's supposed to look like when I'm finished. I just found this piece of wood outside, but this chair is adjustable, and maybe I'll have a wing over here going back. I don't know, but this is the artist's idea. This is just my bed doubled up. It's a little flimsy like that, so I'll think of something. I will.
Hey Ma Terry, what are you up to?
Well, I'm working on traveling around the country. How do you like my new desk?
I think it's an amazingly beautiful compilation of various construction materials.
And cut. All right, so now I have to figure out whether this piece of wood is good enough. This is an old wood that I had for my cabinet, so like I said, it's not costing me anything really. Now there is a little slight hole there, but I do have access to my door, and I like that it's really thick. So what does that mean that I can do? I'm going to bring out my button maker and see if that's good enough. All right, so what I'm going to do is, I already know I can use this table for journaling. I'm going to bring out all my little toys and see if I can create something while I'm in my van. That'll be interesting. And then you know what I'll probably need to do is install some little lights so I have proper lighting. But this is looking great, isn't it? And I'm going to decide, hold on, let me swing around. Am I doing that right? No, I'm not doing that right. I'm going to decide whether or not I want to build a piece of wood here, but once I get my toys set up, that'll help me decide. By the way, my stool is adjustable, and I got to find my little round cushion for that. That'll be perfect, and then I can put some Velcro right here and Velcro my little seat down when I want to use it. Cool. All right, so my first piece of equipment is, this weighs about 20 pounds and it does a hard crunch. It's a button machine from buttonsonline.com, and it's Dr. Don's. Now they sell a bunch of those cheap little button machines from China that's mostly plastic, and mostly plastic breaks, so I don't want anything mostly plastic. This cost me a ton of money. This is the button machine that I said when I was living in a shelter, I sold for like 3 or 4 hours. We were allowed one day every month to have a little craft fair, and I would usually make about $300 in those, and I was always getting special orders. So let's see if we can do it, and I'll show you how to make a button while we're doing it. All right, so this machine weighs about 25 pounds, and I'm going to show you how to make a button, and we're going to see if we can make a button. If we can make a button, then this piece of wood stays, and then we're going to beautify it. All right, so first, this is called a shim. So you put your shim down, and then off the printer, you have your artwork. And the way I have it set right here, I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to test it, my artwork should be facing that way. And next, I get these pretty little foil ribbons, and I'll put a pretty little foil ribbon down. And half the times I forget, your next piece is you need a piece of Mylar. So this is a really big test. Will my desk fall down? Now this is the pin back. I couldn't find any more keychains, so we can't make a keychain. And what it is it goes this way. So let's make a button. I'm going to put it down. I'm going to think twice. Okay, so if I go crunch, that's upside down. And then once I turn it around, that's upside down. So we know it'll work. All right. Uh-oh, I just jammed it. So I will get back to you. Hold on. I've never done this before. I meant I never demoed it. And what it was my thing was down a little bit and I just got nervous. So let's go ahead and make a pin back button. And I used to sell these for about $3 a piece, but now with inflation, I think I'm going for $4 or $5. All right, let's hope the table holds up. Holds up. Come on, table. Oh, see, that punches really hard. And then you go around, spin it around, and that should deposit it there. Okay, the table held up well. I can do this in my van now. Ooh, and let's see. See that? I got it right. I had to think it out. So the pin back goes straight up. Oh my gosh. So my first experiment, this piece of wood is staying. It's stable. Yeah, I thought it would fall down. So yay. All right, I'm so happy I can make buttons. Now I got to lay out my computer and everything and see if I have enough space. I have a light table. Believe it or not, they sell almost the identical light tables over at Dollar Tree Plus. I bought one for my cousin for $5, so that was neat. I'm going to lay out my computers, my light table, and see if I can get some production rolling and see if I actually need this extra wing. All right, so I decided, yay, we're going to add on to this video. I'm going to go ahead and make this wing right here. Why? Because maybe my book wants to sit up there. That'll be pretty cool. But here's how my mobile business will work. That's my little Cricut Joy. There's my little Meow. There's my light table. There's my Cricut tools. And then when I want to finish, there's a button maker. And I could also use a printer. And there's my little Goal Zero battery, which, you know what, everything's been on for a minute now and it hasn't used any juice. So I'm going to go ahead and make this real quick. I'll show you how to make it. Not really, but I'm going to make it. And then we're going to continue on and build out the rest of my desk. Yay, this is looking so wonderful. All right, almost done. We're going to go ahead and load. There you go. And it's going to do a little song or dance. In case you've never seen one of these things in action, loading. Joy is loading. All right, next thing we're going to do is push go. And if you've never seen a little Cricut Joy, perfect for van life. And it's going to go ahead and cut. I'll go ahead and videotape a minute worth of it cutting, but then we'll go ahead and turn off the camera. And then I'll show you what it did. Good little Cricut Joy, good. And believe it or not, I'm thinking about putting a printer right there instead of the refrigerator. So that'll be pretty cool. Once again, we're going to be finishing up. Yay! This is great. All right, it is done. So I'm going to press unload. There it goes. All right, thank you very much. And next, I'll make it to where you can see it. You see him there, Meow? So I'm making a couple of stickers for sale. Yay! FYI, the light table is nice, but for black, I never need the light table. I'm going to show you when I'm done. All right, so these are my final 2 stickers. Took me about a minute to weed both. And these I just have to add some transfer tape to it, and that really is dirt cheap. And basically I can sell each one for $2.99 because they're so stinking adorable. All right, now we're going to build that cabinet out. And to do that project, it took 1% of my battery, and that's like one of my smaller batteries. So yeah, I'm not worried about it eating up all my energy, but I just thought you'd like to see that. Yeah, the next step will be building this out and making this look pretty. We can make it look pretty, and we can build that out. Yay! So I measured my piece of wood. It's 14 inches wide, which is the size of my crates. My crate going that way. And what it is this is not ever going to be stable. The van, how it is this is all flat here, but then in the van where the hide and seek chairs went, it goes down at a little bit of an angle. So I already know there's going to be wobble. I'm just going to throw like a book on here, you know, like my vinyl or, you know, paper that I'm working on. So we know it's not going to be real steady because is there anything I can do to steady it? Oh, that makes it a little bit more steady, right? But I'm not going to depend on that. And now I'm going to figure out how wide do I want it, or maybe do something to where it's recessed in here or just on the top, because I still love my curtains. So yeah, I think that's, I'll go ahead and measure that. But yeah, I think something just the size of this. That's really all I want. And here's my this is my tools, right? I have this. And I have a little itty bitty thing of measuring tape. Of course, I lost it. There you are. You're over there. All right. So we're going to measure. We have this measurement. We're going to measure that. Then we're going to mark it off on that. And then yippee skippy, we'll get started. All right. You can see me. All right. We're going to go ahead and get those measurements. Those measurements are vital. That one is, let's see, that one's almost 14 inches. Really, this is almost 16 inches long, 15 and 3/4 inches. I don't think it'll hurt if I did exactly 16 inches. Now I won't lose anything, so 16 inches it is by, what did I say? Maybe 13 and a half. So yay! All right, so I measured it out, and I can see my little black line here, my little black line here. And I needed something straight to go across, and I got my marker, so I'm going to just go ahead and run a straight line across. That's the other piece of wood, and we're all good. Sometimes you just don't have your ruler with you. There we go. One straight line. Next we're going to start sawing it. Am I going to videotape myself sawing it? No, I'm not. Here's my saw. I think it's a Harbor Freight special. Nothing big. Oh, it's from Ace. Anyhow, there's the information on it. I have no idea. Mine's up in storage. This is Mr. Louie's. All right, as you can tell, not too straight, lots of splinters. What do I have? My Dollar Tree sanding block, so I'm going to go ahead and sand it. And you know what? I'm probably going to do 2 of these and duct tape them together. So here we begin with sanding. Yay! All right, close enough on the sanding. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this in here, see if it fits. If it fits, what do we think of it? Perfect, perfect. And then I'll go ahead and make 2. Yeah, why not have a little lip or something? Yeah, that's perfect. All right, now I'm going to make 2 by duplicating that process. So how do we get our measurements? I'm just going to put it like that, easy breezy, close enough. Draw my line, cut it down, and yeah, we're getting there. All right, like I said, there's my line, and I'll begin sawing. Easy breezy. All right, for those of you that have never dropped your saw and then it came apart, this is on a spring, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. All right, I'm going to show you how to fix it. This is all on a spring, so I'll do it. But yeah, it's just about this. So here we go. All right, so the saw works on tension, and basically I put it on the hole. Now I'm twisting this, and to give it a little tension, and I will twist it. I know, I'm like almost done. I wanted to show you how jaggedy it is, but I heard it click. So we're going to, oops, maybe that's good enough. We'll see. It all depends on how much tension. I don't know, I've never broke a saw before, but we're going to see if I can get it working again. Let me start it up. Rung dong 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 dong, rung dong 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 dong. All right, so this all worked. Yeah, just make sure there's a good amount of tension. Don't pay attention to me. I have brain damage. I have no idea what I'm doing, but next I'm going to go ahead and sand it. Hey, yeah, maybe a good idea to use some gloves and safety equipment. Anyhow, now I'm going to sand both sides of it, and then we're putting them together. All right, so I am going to duct tape them both together. Now, there is some really super strong duct tape. See, I have the duct tape there, which is this, and then this from 3M. This is really super flimsy. This is next on the flimsy. See the little resistance chart? It's not max. On my bed in there, I use the maximum stuff, but we're just tacking these together, and this is a lot cheaper than using the extreme robust stuff. So that's what we're going to do. All right, yeah, again, we're safety stuff. All right, so I have a cutting mat. There's some old tape. This one's called Old and Braggot. You can see by the blade there, yeah. And I have some scissors. So I'm going to tack the corners down first so it all holds together. Then I'm going to wrap it with duct tape. And of course, I'm going to check the height. And you know what? The height's not any problem. So everything's fine, ready to duct tape. So I just cut a couple of 2-inch strips. I'm going to need 8 of them total. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're doing it this way so it doesn't wobble when we tape it together. All right, I want to point out that my wood's not perfect. You can see it's not perfect right there. This one's a little bit bigger. This overlaps. That's okay. And all that stuff that'll give you a splinter, that's what the duct tape's for. This is not about being perfect. This is just about doing it. I don't have a real saw or anything, and good enough for government work, right? So now we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's going to act like one piece of wood. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. It's a wrap, right? All right, so I'm going to show you how to do the first one. I know you've probably never seen anybody do anything like this before. Get out plenty of duct tape. I'm going to start at one corner on the end, and I'll show you this when I'm done. And try to eyeball it. Try to get it as straight as possible. I'm not great at getting anything straight. All right, so first thing's done, we're just going to roll it around here, and if it'll work, great. Nah, that's not going to be so even, so you know what? I'm going to cut it off right here, and then I'm going to restart the strip. That's what I'm going to do. I may not be a perfectionist, but I like things pretty. Yes, I do. So we're going to cut it off there. I'm going to overlap it a little bit. I'm going to show you, tuck it down, and then we're going to start our strip going that way. Again, I'm glad this isn't the real heavy duty stuff because I'm pretty tired. So I just get out a strip like this, eyeball it, lay it down, and that's pretty good. Do that, cut it, close enough for government work, maybe give it a little lip because I'm screwing up. Good enough. All right, we got one done. I'm going to continue across all of this. You don't have to watch me. This is pretty boring. All right, so I wanted to show you what it looked like now. So this is it wrapped, but I still have these two side edges, and there's nothing perfect. Look, there's bubbles in here. I don't care. I don't care. This will be fine. And do not put anything hot on here. Make sure you use like a cookie sheet or something, but nothing hot on here, okay? All right, the whole point of doing the duct tape is making it look pretty and making sure it's not splintery. So there you go. All right, so here's how we're going to finish off the sides. Basically, cut yourself a wide piece of tape, and we're just going to do a simple little wraparound. That's about it. Start from the center, push it up, push it up, push it up. There you go. Oh my gosh, there's a piece of terry hair right there. We don't want that in there. And just pull it like that. Now do it to both sides, and then you'll have a table. Yay! Look at that, no splinters. Yay! All right, I just wanted to let you know also, this glue, put it in the hot sun. There's my sun right there. Let it cure for like 48 hours. It takes 48 hours to 72 hours for this to really get a tight bond. So yeah, try not using it until you get that tight bond on it. But we're going to go ahead and do the other board, and then I'll put it all together and show you what my new desk looks like. Yay! All right, just like the last process, this is a piece of wood. This is my heavy piece of wood for my button making machine. There's my 8 little strips of tape that are going to form the corner. All right, so my corners are in place, but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to wrap it this way. I think that's going to be a little bit harder. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it this way. So I'll show you it when I'm done, all right? All right, so both pieces of wood has been taped up. Let's assemble it and see what we got. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, so I'm pretty proud of my new desk. Like I said, that's not too stable, but that can hold papers or whatever I'm working on. There's my little chair. And there it is, U-shaped. Oh my gosh, look at all that room I have. Luxury. And that is out of 8 crates, 4 by 2, stacked up.